And they're off. Screen Legend leapt at the start. Showing speed from the inside is OK Speedy, with the Dream Listener widest of all. Screen Legend going to be third. The early trailer working his way to the outside is Star Scholar. From the outside gate, it's the Dream Listener, and Chris Husbands leading the charge a length better than OK Speedy under a hold from second. Screen Legend is racing in the outside in third, and widest of all is Star Scholar. They're about 4 lengths front to back. Moderate first opening quarter, 23-1, set by the Dream Listener. He's up by 2 lengths over OK Speedy. Screen Legend still in third and Star Scholar fourth. They're single file as they race into the far turn. Little has changed. It's still the Dream Listener, but OK Speedy is inching closer from second. Star Scholar joining Screen Legend towards the back. He's under a drive. 5/16 of a mile left to go. The Dream Listener went the half in 46-2, but OK Speedy is ranging up on the outside. At the quarter pole, OK Speedy puts the head in front of a tired the Dream Listener. The threat looks like Star Scholar down the outside. Screen Legend might have some horse too, but OK Speedy quickly opened up 3 lengths. It's OK Speedy. He's made this a race of his own down the home stretch. The battle is for second between Star Scholar and Screen Legend, but OK Speedy, a dominant winner to kick off the day. OK Speedy extending with every stride. He's going to win by 8 at the wire. Screen Legend second best, then Star Scholar and the Dream Listener, 117-4. And they're off. A pretty level beginning. Medaglia Forever out well from the outside. Blues Mommy hustled along the rail. Between horses, Kabam vying for position. The early trailer will be From the Wonderland. They stack up 3 across the track in the early stages. It's Blues Mommy and Edgar Zenteno with the head in front of Kabam. Pinto watching from the outside with Medaglia Forever now making a bid. From the Wonderland trails the field just a length and a half off the lead, angling to the outside. 22-4, a pretty contested opening quarter into the wind. Kabam drops the anchor as Blues Mommy and Medaglia Forever continue the duel. From the Wonderland going to try and get a rally going from the outside. Midway around the turn, it's Medaglia Forever trying to get the advantage on Blues Mommy. These two have opened up 3 lengths on From the Wonderland, who's gaining. Kabam is done at the quarter pole. The half was 47-1. Medaglia Forever asked to go on now as Blues Mommy sticks around on the inside. Here comes From the Wonderland down the far outside, but Medaglia Forever gets the advantage. The threat is From the Wonderland. Blues Mommy still sticking around. It's Medaglia Forever going the best. From the Wonderland going to try and make one last push, but Medaglia Forever has the advantage, and Medaglia Forever will prevail. Medaglia Forever over From the Wonderland, then Blues Mommy and Kabam, 112-4. And they're off. Silent Passion leapt at the start and trails the feed early. Speed from the inside from Leasy 8. Towns of Breeze also vying for position with Mike and the Viking 3 deep. Brilliant Disguise stops back to a stalking spot on the outside and trying to catch the field is Silent Passion. 5 lengths front to pack. They race within the half-mile pole, the pace being set by Leasy 8, who's 2 lengths better than Towns of Breeze. Mike and the Viking racing in third on the outside. Silent Passion tries to rally. The new trailer is Brilliant Disguise. Opening quarter in 23 seconds flat, less than 3/8 to travel, and it's Leasiate on top. Towns of Breeze looms dangerous, angling to the outside as Mike and the Viking begins to tire. Silent Passion is fourth, and now Brilliant Disguise tries to get going again. They race within the quarter pole. It's Towns of Breeze taking on Leasiate at the head of the lane. Leasiate on the inside, Towns of Breeze the outer. Here comes Brilliant Disguise down the far outside. The half was 46-3. Leasiate clinging to the lead, but Towns of Breeze is right there. It's these two head and head with a 16th to go. Leasiate, Towns of Breeze on the outside, Leasiate on the inside, coming down to the wire. Who's it going to be? Photo finish. Leasiate on the inside and Towns of Breeze on the outside. Mike and the Viking, then Brilliant Disguise, 105-3. That's a photo. And they're off. Granger County broke like a shot from the outside. Here comes Shaku Maku with his early turn of foot, trying to put the head in front of Truly Mischief. Wet and Wild is fourth along the inside, racing a length better than Bella Future. The trailer wide on the course is Inflation Nation. Shaku Maku took a big late hit. He's 3-5, and he leads the charge into the turn, being tracked by Truly Mischief on the outside. These two have opened up 4 lengths on Granger County as they pass the quarter in 22 seconds flat. Wet and Wild and Bella Future races a pair. Inflation Nation asked for more but not responding at the back. Inside the quarter pole, it's Shaku Maku and Kirk Johnson leading at the head of the lane. Truly Mischief is still second. Granger County going to need to do better. Wet and Wild up the inside and Bella Future rallies. It's still Shaku Maku on top. Truly Mischief not doing enough. Bella Future with a late charge down the extreme outside, but Shaku Maku has enough in reserve. Shaku Maku drawing clear to a 4-length score. Bella Future just gets up over Truly Mischief, then Wet and Wild, 57-2. And they're off. It's Just Money broke slowly. Canadian Avro out well with If You Insist. Wide on the track is Grand Spirited. Short Story Long is racing in fourth along the inside, about a half length better now a length than Le Grand Garçon. And after the poor beginning, It's Just Money trails the field. If You Insist in Canadian Avro in a speed duel early, the advantage goes to Canadian Avro. They're 2 lengths better than Short Story Long and Grand Spirited. 4 more to applauding Le Grand Garçon, who's joined by It's Just Money. 23-3 for the opening quarter. Canadian Avro still with the neck in front of If You Insist. Grand Spirit is third, racing a length better than Short Story Long. It's Just Money is gaining momentum. He's trying to rally up the inside. It's well back to Le Grand Garçon, who's stalled. 5/16 of a mile to travel. It's still Canadian Avro being hounded by If You Insist. Grand Spirited is third. It's Just Money is gained into fourth as Short Story Long drops anchor. And here comes Le Grand Garçon, going to try and get going from the back. At the head of the lane, it's still Canadian Avro, and If You Insist Plenty of room up the inside for It's Just Money if good enough. Grand Spirited, widest of all. If You Insist puts the head in front of Canadian Avro. Grand Spirited going to try and rally, but If You Insist is moving well. It's Just Money up the inside. If You Insist going best. If You Insist will prevail, a length and a half over It's Just Money and a flying Le Grand Garçon, then Grand Spirited, 118 flat. And they're off. Bad Zizi with the head in front from the center, but here comes Hermione Granger with the red shadow roll rushing up. Also showing speed, Loaded Secret deep on the course. Mo Twilight. It's a cluster early with Mo Twilight coming out on top. Mo Twilight over Loaded Secret and Hermione Granger. Bad Zizi is fourth, extremely wide Fulcra. Trailing the field, now advancing on the inside is Misty Point. Mo Twilight has rushed 5 lengths clear of Loaded Secret as they race midway round the turn. The opening quarter, 22-2. Room up the inside for Misty Point. Hermione Granger offering little. Bad Zizi under a ride and Fulcra at the back. Mo Twilight going to take some catching at the head of the lane. It's Mo Twilight and Pierre Mailhot up by 5. The threat looks like Misty Point, who's coming. Loaded Secret tired. Hermione Granger going to try and re-rally down the far outside, but Mo Twilight's not stopping yet. It's Mo Twilight up by 4. Bad Zizi is tired. Here comes Misty Point, but it's all Mo Twilight. Mo Twilight got the slip early and had enough in the tank. Mo Twilight by 3. Misty Point second. Photo for show between Hermione Granger and Loaded Secret, 59-2. And they're off. Forest Flash tossed the head at the start. He broke a little slowly. Boston Bay out well from the inside. Here comes Forest Flash after that slow beginning, clearing easily to make the front. Cantucci going to find himself in second with Connect It. Then we have Boston Bay and Rookie Radar. The early trailer is fast and ready, about 5 lengths front to back. But Forest Flash overcame a slow start, and he is the lone pace setter. It's Forest Flash. He went the opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. Boston Bay second, a length better than Rookie Radar. Cantucci is racing in fourth. Then we have Fast and Ready. The new trailer is Connect It. 3.5 furlongs left to travel. It's still Forest Flash unheaded on the lead. He's opened up 2.5. Rookie Radar coming on to challenge Boston Bay with Cantucci 3 deep, then Fast and Ready and well back to Connect It, who's losing position with every stride. Forest Flash trying to make this a walk in the park. He's opened up 5 without being asked. Cantucci is into second. Fast and Ready is swung to the far outside, trying to launch a rally. Boston Bay on the inside and Rookie Radar, but they still have to catch Forest Flash. It's Forest Flash and Edgar Zenteno up by 6. Late rally from Fast and Ready and Cantucci, but they're not making any dent in the margin on Forest Flash. Forest Flash going to cruise in to win in the nightcap. Cantucci going to be second. Then Boston Bay, Fast and Ready, and Rookie Radar, 117-3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fort Erie Racetrack on a beautiful Monday afternoon on the heels of Fort Foodie Fest yesterday. I want to thank everybody for the support on yesterday's card. We got 29 minutes to first post. It's a mostly sunny day here in Fort Erie. Pretty hot, 28 Celsius or 84 Fahrenheit. Bit of a wind at 8 miles per hour coming out of the west. The main track is fast. We are on the turf. It's listed as good with the rail out 12 feet. Visit our website, fortierieracing.com, for information about everything going on here at the track. Tune into the pre-race show to get info about the track conditions, scratches and changes, handicapping analysis, and info about upcoming races and events. A reminder, there's no racing tomorrow, no Tuesday racing this week. Racing resumes on Monday, August 4th. Next week's schedule, Monday, August 4th, is the civic holiday, so we'll be starting at 12:15. Then Tuesday, August 5th, we'll start at the standard 4:30. If you're coming out next Tuesday, August 5th, stick around. After the last race, we'll have a free concert featuring Rock Garden at the Tiki Bar. The dogs are back this summer. Basset Hound and Corgi races come back to Fort Erie on Sunday, August 17th. Save the date, the 90th running of the Prince of Wales Stakes is coming up on Tuesday, September 9th. New this year for Prince of Wales Day is the fashion contest. See who will be crowned the best dressed at the 90th Prince of Wales. We also have new merch for the Prince of Wales this year. For just $10, you can take home a beautiful 90th Prince of Wales coffee mug. Track-O-Lantern coming back to Fort Erie on October 13th. Kids in costume can trick or treat around the track. It kicks off at noon. Be sure to book your table in the Turfside Dining Room, open on live racing days. Reservations are recommended. Head down to the Paddock Shack for burgers, hot dogs, sausages, fries, and poutine, plus beer and soft drinks, located near the walking ring. Treat your team to an exciting day at the races. It's only $12.39 per person. The track pack includes one food item, one drink, and a Fort Erie live racing program. For more information, go to our website. Become a member of HPIBet.com today. Get $100 when you bet $100, plus your first bet is on us. We're having non-winning ticket draws today. Bring your non-winning tickets to the customer service desk to enter the prize draw. Today's prize draw features a dog prize package courtesy of Pet Food Outlet. Tune into your TV Niagara for the Fort Erie Race Replay Show, Channel 700, Thursdays at 10:30 and Saturdays at 10. Want to say thank you to our partners at Oneida New Holland of Niagara for providing us with a new tractor for maintenance this season. We also want to say thank you to our new partners at True Green Professional Lawn Care, who are helping us keep the grass looking green and lush this season. Jackpot High Five wagering offered in today's sixth race. The carryover is $30,906.09. Smoking is allowed in designated areas only at Fort Erie Racetrack. No food or beverage are allowed in these areas, and no cannabis is allowed on the property. Up next are today's changes. In race 1, we have a rider change on the number 5, Mr. Marshall. Make the rider Juan Crawford. Race 2 is clear, no changes in the second. Race 3, we have an overweight on the number 4, Team Talabat. The rider will be 1 pound over at 123. No changes in race 4. In race 5, we have a rider change on the number 1, Paperback Hero. Make the rider Juan Crawford. Race 6, we have an ownership change on the number 5, but wait, there's more. The ownership should read Rohini Singh and Joseph Kanhai. Six races on tap for this beautiful Monday here at the Border Oval. We are back on the turf today. Let's take a look at our selections. Race 1 is a claiming race for 3-year-olds and up which have not won a race this year or which have never won 4. The claiming price is $10,000 down to $9,000. We're going 6.5 on the main track to kick off the pick 4. I've gone to the inside, number 1, Always Away, who was a nice winner at the 62.50 non-3 level back on June 10th. Came back in a starter optional 10 over a sloppy track on June 30th and ran on well to be 4th, just missed 3rd by a head to Kitty Holiday. I think with the track being fast, there could be a little bit of speed to run at between Sea to Air and Mr. Marshall, so things could set up well for Always Away. Jeffrey Alderson riding for Tony Alderson. Number 3, Kitty Holiday, top pick of Ashley Mayu, and I definitely respect this one. Remarkably consistent gelding here at Fort Erie. Loves the dirt track. Ran a good third on July 13th at this level behind Bella Future and Have to Reload. Third at the same level on June 30th. Got beat a neck in a starter optional 12 back on June 15th. Really knocking on the door and those tough starter optionals. Drops into the non-4, non-1 of the year. He was able to win for $8,000 off the layoff, so I expect Kitty Holiday to run another good race. Favorite is likely to be the number 2, Hey Q. He was a little disappointing on July 13th when finishing 5th in the same race that Kitty Holiday exits. He was a length and a half behind that foe that day. Before that, went gate to wire to win at Woodbine for $7,500, so he can't be that bad. Might get a little more speed out of Hey Q today. We'll see what happens when the gates open. Zerrell Ford riding for Tony Adamo and Icon. Race 2 is a maiden claimer for 3-year-olds and up, going about 7 furlongs over the turf course for a price of $8,000 down to $7,000. The pick 5 starts here. I'm looking to the inside. Number 1, War Empire. Made his Fort Erie debut in a $4,000 5-furlong sprint on July 8th. Chased the pace and was outkicked to be third. I think stretching out to the about 7 furlongs, maybe he breaks sharply and makes the lead and could go more comfortably. And should be a little more fit in his third start of the year, second start over the course. On the outside, number 7, British Sea. He made a move up the inside to duel and then was outkicked by Glint and Daddy's Eye in Best in Class when racing at the maiden special weight level on July 7th. Drops in for $8,000, should make him more competitive. Tough post to deal with, but hopefully he can find position. I think this is probably the horse to beat on the class drop for Juan Crawford and Roy Agostino. Then for the show spot, I don't mind the number 3, Final Run for Love, who he was finishing up pretty well to be 4th in the same race that War Empire exits. I think the about 7 furlong distance is a benefit for him. He's one paced. He doesn't get tired. His best races on the dirt are going 6.5, and I don't see why he won't appreciate the extra ground on the turf. I expect a good effort out of him. Pretty consistent check earner. Pierre Mailhot rides for Bill McMahon. Race 3 is a maiden allowance race for 3-year-olds and up going 6 furlongs. The late pick 4 starts here. Field of 6, I've gone to the number 2, Video Evidence. Kirk Johnson riding this one for Julie Mathis. Ran a flat effort on the turf last week, but his dirt form is quite good. Second behind the Woodbine shipper Speedy Bullet on June 23rd. Earlier this season was second behind the Woodbine claim People Are People when making his lifetime debut in the Sprint into Summer Cup. I think he's simply a dirt sprinter. He's got good speed out of the gate, and I think he should fare well today. Number 1, Reggie Boy, comes down from Woodbine, moves to the barn of trainer Richard Davis. Edgar Zenteno going to ride. He ran on pretty well to be 3rd for $10,000 at Woodbine on July 4th. Now he's going to try the dirt for the first time. His only dirt work at Woodbine was a 103 on the training track, which isn't a stellar move. That was actually probably a turf work now that I think about it. Not sure though. Again, he should have the class to fit here. It's just a matter of how he will handle the dirt and how the pace will set up, as he doesn't have a ton of early speed. For show number 5, My Math is Correct, another Julie Mathis trainee. This one has Pierre Mailhot in the saddle, and that's a combo that's teamed up for a couple of wins in recent weeks. He ran okay in his debut, closed from last to be 4th, beaten 12 lengths, mind you, but then he tried the turf and he bolted on the first turn on July 7th, was eased up that day. We'll get back to the dirt here. Hopefully gets around the turn without issue. Race 4 is a claiming race for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up which have not won a race this year or which have never won 4. We're sprinting about 5 furlongs for a price of $6,250 down to $6,000. Last year's Horse of the Year, Chrome's Big Break, shows up here, and that's where I'm going to go. Melanie Pinto riding this one for owner-trainer Pierre Crete. She went gate to wire to win a 5,000 conditioned race on the sloppy dirt on July 1st. Turf record is good, 2 wins and 3 starts over the turf. The only loss, sorry, that's over a firm turf. Today's turf, so 2 for 4 on the turf. We know she can run on the turf is my point. She should break sharp. For a 5 furlong race, there's not a ton of speed, and I think Chrome's big break. She knows how to win. She can double up here. For second, I've gone to the number 7, Classy Image. This was a $25,000 claim at Woodbine at the end of the season. Showed up in the long run aftercare stakes on Father's Day and did not run a jump. Now they're absolutely plunging in for $62.50. A slow work in 40-1 on July 4th coming into this race. That was 24 days ago. So obviously some red flags here. The Fournier barn had a win yesterday with If You Insist. Classy Image. She can run on the turf. We'll see what happens on the plunge. Ishmael Mascara riding. On the inside, number 1, Tamina. Gate to wire for $5,000 on July 21st. Ran a pretty good third on the turf course last year in an open 8,000, so she should be competitive at turf at this level. Kirk Johnson rides this one for Julie Mathis, expecting some speed from the inside gate. Race 5 is a claiming race for 3-year-olds and up which have not won a race in 2025 or which have never won 4. We're going 1 mile and 70 yards for a price of $4,000. Late double starts here. This looks like a 2-horse race to me. I'm a little biased. I've landed on the 4, Spring Mountain, coming down from my dad's barn at Woodbine. Spring Mountain disappointed in his first start of the year at Woodbine back on June 13th. That was going 7 furlongs. Just never really got into the race at all. We sent him down here off of some poor form last summer, and he took to the dirt nicely. He went 2 for 2 over the local surface. Figures to be a bit more forwardly placed, stretching out to 1 mile and 70. We'll see if the change in scenery gets Spring Mountain back to form. The horse to beat is the number 1 Paperback Hero for Roy Augustino and Juan Crawford, owned by Reggie Johnston. Paperback Hero, he's been in some very tough races this year in the sprints, and he's been racing well, just hasn't. The first couple starts he was too close to the pace. 2 back going 5.5. He dropped back like he likes and ran on to be 3rd. That was a sloppy track that day. And then last time he bumped back up to the starter optional 10 and just ran evenly. Plunges in for 4 here, gets the class relief, and that should be enough to wake him back up. He can handle the 1 mile and 70. He is a winner in the routes before. Like I said, the horse to beat, especially with Juan Crawford picking up the mount. He had a great win on this horse last October. For the show spot, number 2, Mr. Mystiques. Ran a good 4th, running on at the end to be on the turf course on July 14th. He has a win on the dirt last October. Gonna have to step up to beat the 2 class droppers, but I do expect a good effort out of Mr. Mystiques. Amanda Vandermeersch rides for Joni Mitchell. Last race of the day, race 6 is a claiming race for 3-year-olds and up which have never won 2, going about 7 furlongs for a claiming price of $62.50 down to $6,000. $30,000 in the Jackpot High 5 carryover. I've gone to the morning line favorite, number 6, Delirio, for the Joe Humber barn. Chris Husband's riding this one. Delirio ran a very game 3rd in his first start off the bench on July 8th at this level. He should be able to get good position. He can show some speed, and I think with that start under his belt, he should fare well. Number 2, Bingo's Grind. Dropped back to last and ran on to be 4th on July 13th in a non-winners of 3. Prince for a Day went gate to wire in that spot. Now gets to face non-winners of 2. 3rd start here at Fort Erie. Draws well. You get the 5 pounds off with Cheyenne Kerr for George Newland. Bingo's Grind, I think, will put in a good effort. Then the number 3, Forest Woodsman, comes out of the same race as Delirio. Set the pace that day and faded late to be 4th. A neck behind Delirio. Might have some speed to deal with from Black Hills Sheriff, but if he's able to get loose on the lead, I think he could certainly be a threat for Danny Wills' Ishmael Mascara riding. 16 minutes to post. Best of luck with all of your wagers here and enjoy your Monday at Fort Erie Racetrack.
It's easy to make a bet on HPIBet.com. Follow these simple steps and you'll be betting in no time. First, go to the HPIBet.com website. Sign in to your HPIBet account. Find the track and race you want to bet on. Click on the Place Bet button. Click on the bet type you want to wager with. Click on the amount you want to wager. Click on the horse you want to wager on. Click on the green Place Bet button. Review your bet confirmation information. It's all done. Remember, all this can be done on most mobile devices. Now cheer on your pick to victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just received word that today's card of racing has been canceled. Racing for today at Fort Erie Racetrack has been canceled. All wagers on today's card will be refunded. And we will be back this coming Monday for the civic holiday. Once again, no live racing here today at Fort Erie Racetrack. The card has been canceled. Racing is back on Monday, August the 4th. Post time is 12:15. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you next week at Fort Erie.